Hey guys, my name is Brandy, but you can call me LilOprah. Welcome to my channel, A Taste of Brandy, where I provide beginner budgeting and savings tips and tricks that have personally helped me to take control of my finances and improve my financial and overall well-being.
Working on the weekend like usual, way off in the deep end like usual. Stay doing too much, haven't done my taxes, I'm too tired.
Alright, welcome back and thank you for joining a community of like-minded individuals. On my channel, all questions, comments, and personal tips of your own are greatly appreciated. Don't hesitate to drop them in my comment section. And as always, if you find this video useful or helpful in any way, please like, share, and subscribe for more content such as this, and turn on your post notifications so you never miss one of my videos. A Taste of Brandy is almost at 100 subscribers, guys, which is a huge and personal milestone for me. It may be small to you, but having my current subscriber count is equally as important as the future growth of this platform. I never want to lose sight of this or take any of you or this channel for granted. Thank you for being here. So let's get into it. I have struggled all my young and most of my adult life with finances. I mean, let's be real, baby. I'm currently struggling with my personal finances, but in a different way these days. I was raised in a single parent household. It was just my mom and I, and was taught very early on to simply just pay your bills and pay them on time or early. And that cards were the devil's work, honey. Contrary to popular belief, your payment history is only a portion of understanding credit, money, and how it all works. I'm going to introduce you guys to some amazing products and applications found in either your Apple or Android store, depending on what type of device you've used, that have been game changers for me, and they're all free. Each one does offer an upgraded pro version, but it is not necessary for regular daily usage. Now, please keep in mind that A Taste of Brandy, this video, and my entire platform is not currently being sponsored by anyone. So all products discussed in this video is me just simply sharing the tools that I personally use on a day-to-day basis to track my expenses and earnings. I will link each of them in the description box below. The first thing that I did when I decided to jump on the budgeting and savings train, I realized pretty early on that I had no clue about how much money I was actually making, which in turn led me to understand why I was unable to manage my finances. Because if you don't first and foremost know how much money is coming into your household, it makes it that much harder for you to keep track of the money going out of the household, okay? So what I did was I made a simple list of 2 columns, okay? I knew that I needed to write down my fixed expenses, okay? So my fixed expenses were things like my rent, my car payment, my car insurance, my life insurance, internet, cable, gym memberships, and things of that nature, okay? So I made a column based off of my fixed expenses, meaning these were things that I knew without a doubt each month were gonna stay the same amount, okay? Now, I had a second column. That second column was what I labeled as variable expenses, okay? The variable expenses were things like my utilities, my energy bill, my gas south bill. I also had, I had my water bill, just any overall utilities, cell phone bills and things of that nature that would fluctuate from month to month, okay? So without control of the usage of those items, of course, it could go up or down, all right? So once I had those 2 columns, I said, okay, how much money am I making? So when I got down to the root of all my active and my passive income streams, I had a total of about maybe $12,000 to $15,000 in income coming in after taxes into the household. Now, one would think making $12,000 to $15,000 a month is a big deal, but within inflation and the economy the way it is, it costs a lot more to actually operate, okay? And not to mention, keep in mind, I was mismanaging the hell out of my money. So, of course, I didn't have any money. So I couldn't understand why I made so much money, but I was still living from check to check, guys. Like I said, I had my 2 columns of variable and fixed expenses, and then I also had what my base median income was on a month-to-month basis after taxes, all right? So I tried all of the budgeting and savings hacks that were being published at that time, the snowball debt effect, to be able to, snowball and pay off your lowest debt first, in turn encouraging you and motivating you to build and progressively pay off the highest debt. That shit didn't work. There was the 50-30-20 budgeting and savings rule, where 50% of your pre-tax income is supposed to go towards your bills and necessities. 30%, and I may be saying this wrong, 30% was supposed to be for wants and entertainment, and 20% was supposed to be towards savings and investments, okay? That didn't work for me either. The 40-40-20, okay? Because I felt like I needed to save more and invest more than putting towards like need or wants and entertainment. So I'm doing the 40-40-20. So 40% of my income actually goes towards my bills and expenses. The other 40% is geared towards savings and investment, and the remaining 20% is what I had left over for entertainment and want. Regardless of what was going on, I feel like I can knock down $10,000 post-tax income so that it feels tangible for me, and want to put every dollar of your money to work, okay? In some form or fashion. You're going to guide it and direct it. It's not going to just fly out and do as it pleases. You're going to direct each and every dollar that comes into this household and put it to work. Put it where it's supposed to go, okay? We have a whopping $3,500 that I should be able to save by the end of the month, okay? With all things considered. I couldn't do it. Could not do it. I tried that for years and years on end, and yet I was still netting nothing, okay? So I had an issue, and my issue was that I had net zero living, okay? I felt like if I earned $10,000, I can spend $10,000 because I knew that there was another $10,000 coming. Now, the reason I'm dispelling the 50-30-20 myth is because I feel like it lacks that much more discipline. So I leveled up the playing field, and I decided that I wanted to have more competition. I wanted to put more pressure on myself to be able to obtain the financial freedom and take control of everything a lot quicker. Like, I want to get my bills and household expenses, all things considered, below $3,000. I'm still working on that. But what I did was I downloaded an app called Spending. They've since changed their ticker symbol. It used to be a little piggy bank, which I thought was super, super cute. But it's now like a wallet, a folded wallet, like a men's wallet or something. And I'm going to actually put that on the screen here. This is the ticker symbol for that app. And what it allowed me to do was to track my expenses real time. And I was still broke at the end of each month. So why was this not working out a lot better for me? Well, I had a lot of subscriptions. I had a lot of money going out in different places. We're going to just say for kicks and giggles, charity and gifts, honey. Eating out with friends, taking unnecessary trips, and just spending money and not being real responsible and directing and putting my money to work, okay? Y'all, it was so many hidden subscriptions that I had forgot to cancel. I had things like Hulu and Disney Plus and Netflix. I had gym memberships that I wasn't using. Like, y'all, it was stifling. By me noting all of those subscriptions and single-handedly going in and canceling those different subscriptions, I was able to bring back roughly just under $200 alone each month to my bottom line, okay? I realized that a lot of my money, by using the budget app that I just told you guys about, I was spending a ton of money. I was spending anywhere from $700 to $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 in eating out, okay? Y'all, I was wearing lace wigs. That was costing me, even by buying hair from my own vendor, that was costing me anywhere from about $500 to $800 a month or every 2 months or so. Y'all, I had the long nails, that was costing $150. That was $50, $60, $70 for a fill-in. I had the mink lashes. I didn't want the cheap ones for $25, $35. I had to have the $100 and $150 sets, y'all. That was costing me. Everything was costing me. Y'all, I could not figure out where in the hell I was getting these coins from to maintain that lifestyle. I was like, How am I can't even remember all what I had to eat on yesterday. Yet I look at my total monthly bill for dining out, and it would be somewhere around $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 that I spent eating out alone. So, like I said, I cut out a lot of different things. I said, well, I can't. I love a good lace front, honey. I love me a little bust down middle part, but I can't have it. I love I love a Michelin star restaurant. Hey, honey, baby, I love a dining experience, but I had to cut it back on it. Now, I don't expect you guys to altogether just cold turkey stop going out to eat. That shit ain't gonna work. I still like to eat. I still overspend, as you'll see in another video that I'm gonna link at the bottom, where I just broke down and closed out my month of November, that I am still overspending with food. But I am much more aware and disciplined with my budgeting and savings, because I am taking a proactive approach to budgeting and saving, and not just being reactive to it. All right. So being reactive to your financial issues is always going to keep you behind, the game. Like, you're not involved. You're not on the field. You're on the bench. You're watching. And that is not necessarily a bad position to be in, because being on the bench and being semi-undisciplined and unaware of what your financial circumstances has brought you to my channel, okay? And bringing you to my channel, we're gonna keep it real over here. We're gonna keep it real, and we're gonna dispel those myths and tell you how to have a sustainable life and still enjoy those things that you like to do, your entertainment, still enjoy dining out, still get your Starbucks coffee, honey. I'm not over here to tell you that you gotta stop going to Starbucks. Maybe go to Starbucks twice a week instead of going every day. So if you work a 5 to 6 day a week job and you got to have Starbucks every day, maybe just do it on Wednesdays and Fridays, okay? Or maybe just get your Starbucks on payday. So that's something that you treat yourself. Or maybe you just buy all the products that Starbucks is now selling in the store that they also use in their barista. Make your own version of those. There's a ton of videos about out here with the Starbucks recipes and different variations of those hot and cold coffee drinks. Once I was aware of what my financial circumstance was and how bleak my financial future was, I got involved. I got in the game. I got off the bench and I did something about it. Being on the bench brings you to following financial advisors and people that discuss budgeting and savings, and just to see the overall discipline and the proactive approach that people are taking with regards to their finances is how you get in the game. That's how you start practicing. So that when you're ready to get off the bench and get into the game, you have some direction, you have some tricks and tools that you can use that help you along the way with taking back control of your finances. Now, the next app that was helpful for me is the Dave Ramsey Every Dollar Budgeting System, okay? Income minus your savings and expenses should always equal zero at the end of the month. So, in other words, with the Dave Ramsey Every Dollar Zero budgeting system, you're going to account for every dollar. And when they say every dollar, they do mean every dollar. So when you're putting in your income and your expenses and savings and things of that nature, you are categorizing and basically bucketing each and every dollar that you earn. And it's really cool because you can take your tracking and budgeting system on the fly with you. This spreadsheet has been very helpful. I'm able to put in like what kind of debt I have. I'm able to put in what I'm starting with each month. And as I click on each one of these tabs, I'm able to see that my money is indeed growing. Sometimes it's growing faster than others, and sometimes it's not growing as fast as I would hope, because like I said, there are some trouble areas that I still have going on with my finances, where I am overspending in what I'm allowing for food and drink. I'm also overspending in some of the personal care areas, but I feel like at some point, like every couple months or so, I do have to blow the budget when it comes to personal care, because I like to keep my nails done or manicured now. I like to, keep my hair nice. I do wear my natural hair a lot more now. I've kind of gotten away from the lashes. And if I decide that I want to wear lashes of any sort, I know how to put them on. So, I'm able to kind of curb some spending in those areas. I do sometimes roll the budget for my pet, which I do allow $65 a month because it costs that much for, food. And if he has to have a bath or something like that, we do buy bigger, bulker bags of food, so we don't have to purchase it as often. But sometimes I'm able to roll his little $65, honey, and have me a steak. But those are things that you do when you're utilizing the spreadsheet that I have here on the screen, okay? So guys, in a nutshell, this all began when I realized I needed to take control of my finances. I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck, having bad credit, and constantly feeling stressed about money because I didn't have any. Couldn't keep it. Making money was never my issue. I have been fortunate to earn, above median income most of my life. Not all, but most. I had some hit and miss moments, of course, but no matter how much I earned, I was broke as shit. I couldn't pay attention. I did not know how to manage, budget, or save. So I decided to take on a journey towards financial freedom. I started educating myself about personal finances. So I followed people like Crystal Todd, Jasper Singh, Humphrey Yang, just to name a few. I was finally able to obtain credit cards again after rebuilding my credit and wanted to learn how to responsibly use them. And I've most recently asked for increases on all of those cards, and I got it, okay? So I myself watched the content from those who were in the finance space, learning about budgeting techniques and exploring different saving strategies. It was during this time that I realized this was also where I needed to be, helping you guys. I wanted to educate others as well regarding finances, budgeting, and savings, and in turn, helping you all is also helping me, okay? So the first thing you need to do, just to recap, is you need to set your personal finance goals. Track your spending, and also, just as well as you track what you're spending, you need to track what's coming in and going out. So in a nutshell, the apps that I mentioned in the video provides you and myself with personalized financial tips based on spending habits. It also helps me make smarter financial decisions. This is how I got started in the savings and budgeting journey. So I'll leave you guys with this. Tracking what is going out of the home is equally as important as tracking what's coming in, all right? So if you're ready to take control of your finances and embark on your own journey to financial freedom, make sure to check out the links that I have in the description below. As always, if you found this content today useful and helpful, don't be afraid to like, share, and subscribe. And also comment, drop some gems of your own in the comment section, that have been personally beneficial for you. It is very much so welcome. Until next time, see you guys.
Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up.